The Buddha, known for his teachings on Buddhism, left behind a life of luxury to understand the suffering of the world. Born as Siddhartha Gautama into a noble family in India in 566 BC, he embarked on a journey of self-discovery. After 6 years of intense meditation and spiritual practice, he renounced extreme asceticism and chose to meditate mindfully under a Bodhi tree. On a full moon night in May, as the morning star rose, Siddhartha Gautama achieved enlightenment and became the Buddha, the Enlightened One. For the next 45 years, he traveled across India, teaching the Dharma, the path he had discovered, to a diverse community of followers from all walks of life. Today, the Buddha is revered by most Buddhist sects as the enlightened being who broke free from the cycle of birth and death, overcoming karma. His teachings primarily revolve around understanding suffering, dukkha, and achieving nirvana, the cessation of suffering. Here are 13 life lessons we can learn from the Buddha. Number 1. Embrace the middle way. Buddha, a wise man from ancient times, noticed that people who want a lot often end up feeling unhappy. They're always chasing after more and more, and they're never satisfied with what they have. So, Buddha suggested that we should try to live a life that's balanced. This means not living in extreme luxury and not living in extreme poverty. This idea of living a balanced life is often called the middle way. It's like walking on a path that's right in the middle, not too far to one side or the other. When we live this way, we can be happier. We're not constantly worrying about getting more things or about not having enough. Also, by living the middle way, we can avoid many problems. For example, if we have too many things, we might worry about losing them. On the other hand, if we don't have enough, we might suffer from hunger, cold, or other hardships. So, the middle way is about living a balanced life, being content with what we have, and avoiding the problems that come with having too much or too little. It's about finding a comfortable middle ground in our lives. Number 2. Understanding suffering. Buddha said that life is full of hard times and pain. He noticed that our own wants and wishes often cause this pain. This is because we always want more and are never fully satisfied with what we have. Buddha also said that we can stop this pain by letting go of these wants and wishes. This means not always wanting more, but being happy with what we have. To help us live a life free from pain, Buddha gave a guide called the Noble Eightfold Path. This is a set of 8 practices that include right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. By following these practices, we can understand life better, make good decisions, and ultimately live a life free from suffering. Number 3. Embrace the correct perspective. Buddha suggested that we should pay close attention to our beliefs and thoughts. This means we should take some time to really think about what we believe in and why we think the way we do. Understanding our thoughts can help us make better decisions in life. For example, if we understand why we react a certain way in a situation, we can choose to react differently next time if we didn't like the outcome. Being self-aware means knowing ourselves well, including our strengths, weaknesses, and habits. This self-knowledge allows us to make choices that match our personal values, the things that are most important to us. When we make choices that align with our values, we feel more satisfied and fulfilled. So, Buddha's advice is about knowing ourselves better and making thoughtful decisions that reflect who we are and what we value. Number 4. Responding impulsively to surroundings. Imagine you're walking down the street and someone accidentally bumps into you. Your first reaction might be to get angry and yell at the person. But then you stop and think for a moment. Maybe the person didn't see you. Maybe they're having a bad day. So instead of yelling, you decide to let it go. This is what it means to be mindful in our responses to the world around us. Instead of just reacting on impulse, we take a moment to think about our reaction. We consider other possibilities and choose a response that aligns with our values and goals. Our reactions to what happens around us can have a big impact on our lives. If we react without thinking, we might end up doing things we regret later. But if we take a moment to be mindful, we can make better decisions that help us reach our goals. So, being mindful is like taking a pause before reacting. It's about choosing thoughtful responses over impulsive reactions. And by doing this, we can shape our life's outcomes in a positive way. Number 5. Grow positive karma. Consider karma as a type of energy that we generate with what we do, say, and think. This energy can be good or bad, and it influences what happens to us later. Our intentions are like the seeds we sow. Good intentions are like seeds for lovely flowers, while bad intentions are like seeds for unwanted plants. When we act, talk, or think with good intentions, we're sowing flower seeds. As time passes, these seeds grow into lovely flowers, leading to positive things happening in our lives. On the other hand, when we act, talk, or think with bad intentions, we're sowing unwanted plant seeds. These seeds can grow into unwanted plants, leading to challenges or troubles. So, growing positive karma is like being a skilled gardener. We try to sow as many flower seeds as we can and avoid sowing unwanted plant seeds. This way, our garden, our life, will be full of lovely flowers. Number 6. Life as a cycle of birth and rebirth. Life is full of surprises, and we never know what will happen next. We can't be sure about what will happen tomorrow. This is what it means when we say life is unpredictable. Buddha said that life is always changing. One day we might be happy, the next day we might be sad. One day we might be healthy, the next day we might be sick. This is what Buddha meant when he said life is characterized by change. But even though life is unpredictable and always changing, we can still find happiness in the present moment. By acknowledging that life is full of change, we can learn to appreciate what we have right now instead of always worrying about the future. So, life is like a cycle of birth and rebirth. We go through different phases, face different challenges, and experience different joys. But through it all, we can learn to be grateful for the present moment and make the most of our time. This is how we can live a fulfilling and meaningful life. Number 7. Wisdom in quietness. Buddha tells us that we should spend more time listening and less time talking. This is because when we listen, we can learn a lot from others. It's like opening a door to new knowledge and understanding. Imagine you're in a room full of people. Everyone is talking, but no one is listening. In this situation, everyone is so busy trying to be heard that they miss out on learning from others. But if we choose to be quiet and listen, we can gain a lot of wisdom. We can learn from other people's experiences and perspectives. This can help us see things in a new light and deepen our understanding of the world around us. So, wisdom in quietness is about being a good listener. It's about being open to learning from others and gaining valuable insights. It's about understanding ourselves and others better. And all of this starts with choosing to listen more and talk less. Number 8. Choosing kindness in conflict. Imagine you're having a disagreement with someone. It's easy to get angry and start arguing. But Buddha suggests a different approach. He says that even when we're in a conflict, we should choose to be kind and peaceful. This means not fighting back or trying to hurt the other person. Choosing kindness in conflict is like putting a shield around us. It protects us from getting hurt more. It also stops the conflict from getting worse. Buddha also taught that we should respond with compassion and understanding. This means trying to see things from the other person's point of view. It's like stepping into their shoes and trying to understand why they're upset. By doing this, we can break the cycle of violence. Instead of fighting back and forth, we can start to heal the relationship. We can work towards reconciliation, which means making peace with the other person. So, choosing kindness in conflict is about being kind and understanding even when it's hard. It's about breaking the cycle of violence and working towards peace. It's a powerful way to handle conflicts and disagreements. Number 9. Quality friendships over quantity. Imagine you have a big bag of candy. There are lots of candies in the bag, but most of them don't taste very good. But then you have a small box of candy, and every single piece is delicious. Which would you choose? The big bag with lots of not-so-good candies, or the small box with a few really good ones? Buddha says that friendships are like this. It's not about how many friends you have. It's about the quality of those friendships. Good friendships are important for a happy life. These are friendships where you respect each other, trust each other, and support each other. It's about being there for each other in good times and bad. By choosing quality friendships, we surround ourselves with positive influences. These are people who help us grow and become better. They're there for us when we need them, giving us strength and support. So, quality friendships over quantity is about choosing friends who are good for us. It's about valuing the quality of friendships over the number of friends we have. It's a key ingredient for a fulfilling and happy life. Number 10. Generosity and sharing happiness. Imagine you're at a park and you see a pond. You pick up a small stone and throw it into the water. The stone creates ripples that spread out across the pond. This is what happens when we share happiness with others. Our happiness spreads out like ripples, reaching more and more people. Buddha says that being generous and sharing happiness is like throwing that stone into the pond. When we do something kind for someone, it makes them happy. And that happiness can spread to others, creating a ripple effect of kindness. Generosity is about giving freely of what we have. This could be our time, our resources, or our talents. It's about helping others and making their lives better. When we're generous, we're not just helping others, we're also helping ourselves. Being generous makes us feel good. It gives us a sense of abundance and joy. So, generosity and sharing happiness is about creating ripples of kindness in the world. It's about giving freely and spreading happiness. It's a way to make the world a better place and to cultivate joy in our own lives. 11. Taking care of yourself. First, think about a lifeguard at a swimming pool. Before they can save others from drowning, they need to know how to swim well themselves. They also need to be in good physical condition to be able to pull others out of the water. If they're not strong enough, or if they can't swim well, they won't be able to help anyone else. This is what it means to take care of yourself first. It's about making sure you're healthy and happy, both in your body and your mind. This isn't being selfish. It's necessary for keeping balance in your life and being able to handle whatever comes your way. Buddha told his followers to take care of themselves in all ways, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. This means eating healthy, taking time to relax and do things you enjoy, and also taking time for things like meditation or prayer. When we take care of ourselves in these ways, we become whole. And when we're whole, we can give the best of ourselves to others. So, taking care of yourself first isn't just good for you, it's good for everyone around you too. 12. Striving for enlightenment. Buddha's teachings show us that everyone has the ability to reach a state of complete understanding, also known as enlightenment, by following his path. This journey starts with ourselves. By living according to the principles Buddha taught, we can make our lives and the world a better place. Enlightenment isn't just for a chosen few, It's achievable by anyone who is willing to understand themselves better and make positive changes in their lives. The Noble Eightfold Path, a guide given by Buddha, helps us to grow wisdom, behave ethically, and train our minds, which can lead us to a life free from suffering. Number 13. Struggle well and don't give up easily. Life is like a roller coaster, full of highs and lows, but it's important to keep pushing forward. Every step we take on the Noble Eightfold Path, the guide given by Buddha, brings us closer to a life free from suffering. The journey to enlightenment might be tough, but it's definitely worth the effort. Buddha encouraged his followers to face life's challenges with courage and determination, seeing each challenge as a chance to grow and learn. By facing our problems head-on and staying committed to our spiritual journey, we can overcome difficulties and find lasting peace and happiness. If you found these lessons helpful, there's more wisdom waiting for you on Spiritsoar. Thanks for watching.